hold this up against you. So we know that there are several reasons for that, but we trust and pray that as of last week, things got to look better for you. If you will, allow us to go back to our last verse that we did, as I always do, so we can get into our lesson. We're going to finish up Grudges. We're going to continue on in our G unit lesson. So let's go to Matthew, the 6th chapter. Matthew 6. And we're going to look at verse 14. I like to always go back to the last verse to make sure we get ourselves going. Matthew 6 and verse 14. And let's see what we have. At Matthew 6 and verse 14. Old type Bible like I have, that means you should have red writing, which means Jesus. All right, let's see what we have there. Matthew 6 and 14.
For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father also will forgive you.
So if you forgive me, then God will forgive you. It's just that simple. That's what Jesus said. So if you want to be forgiven, we have to learn to let go and allow God to forgive us as well. Come on.
But if ye forgive not men their trespasses,
if you hold it against me, if every week you want to bring up what I did, no, I'm not going to forgive you, what happens there?
Neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
Don't forgive mine, God won't forgive yours. So that's what we see, that whenever we're dealing with holding grudges, we know already that we're doing self-inflicted harm, because I can't give forgiveness. And every one of us has some things and some situations that we need God to forgive us for. So if you want to be forgiven, let go and forgive others. All right, let's go to Matthew 18. Matthew 18, and we're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up Grudges. Matthew 18. And we're going to look at quite a bit here. Matthew 18, let's start at verse 21.
Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
If Peter want to know how many times shall I forgive him? Come on.
Jesus said unto him, I say unto thee, until 7 times, not until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
All right, we talked about that. In other words, we talked about that last week. He said, no, we're not going to just forgive you 7 times and it's over. We're going to go 70 times 7. 490. And we understood last week, we discussed that. It's not about the number. He's saying we just need to continually forgive. Why is that? Because God continually forgives us. So if God can forgive me, I certainly should be able to forgive you. Now let's go into verse 23. And let's see Jesus go a little deeper into this forgiveness. Let's see what happened there. Come on.
Therefore, if the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants.
Okay.
And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him which owed him 10,000 talents.
So here we have a king, and Jesus is doing what he's known best for, being the great teacher that he was. He's breaking this down and he's putting this into our laps. He said, now here you have a king who had a servant that owed 10,000 talents. Now, if you study that, most theologians agree that 1 talent was actually worth 20 years of your wages. So in today's market, 10,000 talents was about between $7 and $11 billion. So here's this man that owed between $7 and $11 billion. All right, come on, let's see what we got there.
But for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be made.
Now, back in these days, let's understand that. That's where slavery, some of the concepts of slavery in those days, they would sell the family and you got to work off your wages. So they would sell you into slavery, okay? Say, you owe this, you can't pay it, here you go, work. So here's this man, the Lord said, I tell you what we're going to do, since you can't pay me my money, since you can't give me my money, then what we going to do, we're going to sell you and your whole family. Come on.
The servant therefore fell down and worshiped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
Give me time. That's all he said. Give me a little more time. Now, how you going to pay 20 these years of pay, I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna do all this. But he said, just give me a little time. Just give me a little time, and I'll pay you back. All right, come on.
Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt.
Now, what kind of feeling would that be? If you owe someone billions of dollars and they said, don't worry about it, you don't owe me anything. Now, it would be nice if Sears has called me and say, Reverend, you don't have to pay that $2,000 you owe us anymore. I would love me some Sears. I probably would shop at Sears every day the rest of my life. But Sears never called me to do that. But here this Lord comes in and says, I'm going to let you make it. Owing me billions of dollars, I'm going to let it go. Come on, let's see what we got here.
But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants.
Look at
him. And 100 pence.
Oh, now look here. The same man that owed the Lord, he found somebody that owed him. Now, 100 pence. Remember, I told you one talent was like 20 years worth of wages. A pence was actually worth 1 day's wages. So now, if we tie that together, some say that was around $9,000. So he owed somebody.
And he laid hands on him.
Oh, don't play about my money. The man said, now, you owe me some thousands, and I need my money. I'm going to put these hands on you. You don't need hands. You can play about my money. All right, come on. Let's see what happens here.
Took him by the
throat. Choked him. Look at him. Grabbed him by the throat.
Saying, pay me.
Give me.
That thou owest.
Now, notice here, this man was just forgiven, but now he has a problem forgiving someone. And that's how it is when you hold a grudge. God has forgiven you, but you refuse to forgive somebody else. Yes. And we owe God way more. God has forgiven us for way more transgressions, way more issues. But instead of us giving other folks the compassion that we receive, we got a problem with it. We can hold a grudge. How can I hold a grudge with someone else when God has forgiven me for far greater issues, for far greater sins? So it shows us we should all see ourselves in this servant. If God can forgive me, I sure ought to be able to forgive somebody else. Come on, Bishop. Let's carry on. Verse 29.
And his fellow servant fell down at his feet, and they saw him saying, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.
Same words. Same thing we asking God to do for us. Somebody asks us, we got a problem with it. Yeah. The exact same concept. But look how it goes. Come on.
And he would not.
I ain't gonna do it. Come on.
But went and cast him into prison.
Look at him.
Till he should pay
the debt.
The debt.
Come on.
So when the fellow servant saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done.
I'm going to tell you. Come on.
Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, oh, thou wicked servant.
How many people, how many of us is God saying that to right now? Oh, you wicked servant. I forgave you, but you won't forgive somebody else. Oh, you wicked servant. I let you make it, but you won't let nobody else make it. Oh, you wicked servant. I let you slide, but you want to put hands on this man. Oh, you wicked servant. Come on.
I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desirest me.
Come on.
Shouldst not thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee?
Isn't it only right that if God forgives me, I forgive you? Isn't it only right that if God let me make it, I let you make it? Isn't it only right that if I can go before God, a perfect God, and say, Lord, forgive me of my sins. Lord, I messed up. Lord, creating me a clean heart, renewing me a right spirit. If God allows that for us, how is it that we cannot allow it for someone else? Come on.
And his Lord was broken, angry.
Man, come on.
And delivered him to the torment.
Yes, sir.
Till he should pay all that he that was due unto him.
So if by chance you gonna act like that, then now the Lord said, okay, then that's no big issue. I got you covered. Since you gonna act like that, then we gonna do you what we should do to you. In other words, since you won't forgive him, I'm not gonna forgive you. That's how simple it goes. Since you don't want to act right, fine. Then I got you covered. Come on.
So likewise, Jeremiah, Heavenly Father do also unto you. If ye from your heart forgive not every one of his brothers their trespass.
So in other words, if you don't allow people to be forgiven, or you won't forgive people, then God will not forgive you. That's pretty simple. Thank God for you. That's our lesson on grudges. Hopefully by now everyone knows that we got to let it go. Hopefully we know that we cannot hold a grudge and expect God to forgive us. Amen. Come on, Bishop.
The man didn't know him a quarter of a dollar.
Didn't know him much at all. And that's how simple it is. Someone was forgiven billions of dollars, but then they want to hold a grudge over thousands.
$44.
Isn't that simple? That's pretty rough. Thank God for you. That's our second G. So we've covered gossip. Thank God for that. Then we've also covered now grudges. And now we're going into our next G. Our next G that we're going to cover is greed. Greed. G unit. We're covering gossip. We've covered grudges. And now we're going to cover greed. G-R-E-E-D. Something, and I know that these G's are pretty rough, and we've been dealing, all of us have dealt with these G's at one point or another in our lifetime. So I thank God for giving us this lesson, these lessons, because they are very important for us to realize that we have a lot of work to do. Amen. It doesn't matter how holy or saved we think we are. Amen. Paul said, I count not thyself to have apprehended. Amen. In other words, I ain't there yet. Amen. I ain't there yet. And all of us can be honest with ourselves and admit to the fact that we're not there yet. So we're going to deal now with greed. And when we think of greed, most of us, we think of money. We think of, I want more than I really need. Yeah. I want a lot of it. Yeah. I need it. I got to have it. Doesn't matter what I got to do to get it, I want it. And it gets to a point where we have an insatiable appetite. We constantly want more. We constantly want more. And that's what greed really is. It's just an intense and selfish desire for wanting more. I got to have more. No matter how much I get, I still want more. No matter how much I make on my job, I got to have a little bit more. So when we look at this greed, understand that when we're dealing with greed, it's actually rooted in selfishness and it's also rooted in non-contentment. That's what we do when we deal with greed. It's rooted in selfishness and non-contentment. And we're going to start out, let's hit this hard hitter from the get-go, the book of Ephesians. Let's start out with greed, the G unit, gossip, grudges, and greed. The book of Ephesians, the 4th chapter. Yes, sir, Bishop, what you got?
Covetousness or lust.
Yes, sir. We're going to get in there later on, too, in our lesson. Covetousness and lust, they all pretty much tie into greed. And we're going to see later on as well. You all in my lesson already, Bishop. I like that. We're going to see that usually greed doesn't just stand on its own. There are so many other sins that come along with it. So many other sins that come along with that. The book of Ephesians, the 4th chapter. Ephesians 4. And let's start at verse 17. Ephesians 4, we're going to start at 17. Let's get set up on this greed and how it works in our lives. Ephesians 4 and verse 17.
Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Okay, that's good that you're reading that, Bishop, but I want Ephesians 4 and 17.
Yes,
That's a good verse. You read that now. I got to give you credit. That's a good verse. But we want Ephesians, the 4th chapter.
Can you forgive someone and don't forget?
Yes, you can forgive someone and don't forget. I know that was from the last lesson. Yes, you can forgive. And if you were here on last week, we discussed that at the end. Just because you forgive someone, that doesn't mean the relationship will always have reconciliation. There can be forgiveness and there not be reconciliation of the relationship. So there are some times, like, for example, if you were to cut my arm off, God forbid. Now, yes, I can forgive you for doing it, but every time I look at my arm, I know where my arm used to be. It'll be hard for me to forget the fact that you did it. So there are times that we can forgive people, we can't forget what they done. But the difference is, I don't hold it against them anymore. Now, the relationship may not get better because some relationships can't recover. But there are some relationships that can be reconciled. So if reconciliation is possible, Christ has called us to be reconciled. We preach the gospel, a gospel of reconciliation. So that is possible, but we have to make sure we understand that. Sometimes you can't forget what people have done, but we can move on and we can say, okay, now I can deal with them. I've forgiven them because God forgives me, because the truth of the matter is people are human and humans will do things. Sometimes we do things by mistake. Sometimes people mean well, and something bad can still come out of it. So I hope I've answered that enough for you. But if you can reconcile a relationship, then that should be a goal. But if you can't, then we have to be able to move forward with our lives. Amen. All right. Now, Ephesians, the 4th chapter and verse 17. I think now we've given Bishop enough time to get to the right verse. All right. Come on, talk to us, Bishop.
This I say therefore. And testify in the Lord.
This is what I'm telling you. Come on.
That ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. Don't
get to the point where you walk like those that have a sinful walk. Don't get to the point where you have walking behaviors that are empty and vain. Come on.
Having the understanding darkness.
Because you understand the darkness. You experience the darkness. You don't understand the light. Come on.
Being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them.
Come on.
Because of the blindness of their heart.
Your heart blinded. Your heart. Don't get to the point where you walk like this. All right? He's giving us a warning. Come on.
Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness and greediness.
Oh, here's what he said here. Here's what Paul warned these church folks. Don't let your heart get hard and you be so spiritually blind that you walk the wrong way. And then your mind is messed up to a point where you're dealing with more sensuality, and you're at a point where you have no shame in your game, and all you're doing now is you're doing unclean things and you become greedy. Now, when Bishop first came in, I said he was in my lesson, you'll see that greed pulls you into a lot of stuff. Greed usually doesn't just stand on its own. People are greedy, they end up caught up in a lot of different sins, a lot of different things. So Paul warns here, have your mind right. Don't get to the point where you get here, because you're going to find yourself into a lot of impurities, and you're going to find yourself into a lot of unclean behavior, all because you're greedy. All right, now, let's see what we got here. I told you it's rooted in selfishness and non-contentment. Let's go to 1 Timothy 6. 1 Timothy 6. Greed.
You know, the sorcerer, Simon the sorcerer down there in Samaria, where Philip went, he wanted to buy the Holy Ghost. He paid Peter them.
Yes, sir.
Peter said, you can't buy this.
You can't buy this. No, sir, you can't buy this.
I perceive that you're in the gall of bitterness and, well, anyway, the same verse.
Yes, sir. 1 Timothy 6, and let's start at verse 3.
Okay.
All right, 1 Timothy 6 and verse 3. All right, let's see what we got here.
If any man teach otherwise.
Okay, if any man teach otherwise. Now, Paul was always trying to remind the church and telling the younger pastors, don't get to the point where you get into all these foreign doctrines. He always said, if somebody starts teaching something against this, then you just get rid of them. Keep them away from around you, because bad doctrine will mess you up. Come on.
And consent not to wholesome words.
If they don't have wholesome words, come on, Christian words, spiritual words.
Even the words of our Lord Jesus Christ. And to the doctrine which is according to godliness.
Godliness, holiness. All of our doctrine should be teaching godliness and holiness. No one should be telling you can still live in any way you want to. That's not God's way. God never said we can live like we want to. So he said, now make sure you understand this. Be around people, have people that's teaching the words that are godly, holy, words that are going to keep you on the straight and narrow. Come on.
He is proud.
If somebody comes teaching the wrong stuff and words that's not like that, that's a proud person. And we know pride comes before a fall. Come on.
Knowing nothing.
He don't know nothing. He just talking. Come on.
But doting about questions.
Foolish questions. Come on.
And strifes of words.
Come on.
Whereof cometh envy.
Come
strife,
on.
railings, evil servicing.
In other words, he's saying, when somebody brings all this stuff in, they just running their mouth.
Yes.
They just causing problems. And a lot of times, the reason we have issues in the church is because we have these foreign doctrines coming in. And these foreign doctrines will mess us up. Come on.
Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds.
Causing problems. Come on.
And destitute of the truth.
There ain't no truth no way in it. Come on.
Supposing that gain is godliness.
Oh, suppose that what?
Gain is godliness.
Here's what they have. They're telling you that the more you get, the more godly you are. Does that sound familiar? Prosperity preaching in this bitch. God wants you to have this. And God wants us to be prosperous. But when it gets to the point where we are always focusing more on getting more stuff, that's not God's method. God is not focused on materialistic. God focuses on the spiritual. Matter of fact, he tells us to set our affection on things above. He didn't tell us to worry about down here. I got to have a bigger house than somebody else. That's why we have all these problems. Greed. And it's being taught. It's being taught. He said, now, look here. He said, don't let that come in. Don't believe that gain is godliness. Because I get more stuff, I'm more godly. Because my car is bigger than yours, I must be holier than you. No. Doesn't work like that. Come on.
From such withdraw thyself.
Get yourself away from around. If you start hearing that type of stuff, run. Withdraw me and get out of it. Get out of it. It goes against the word of God. Come on.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Read that again. But what?
Godliness with contentment is great
holiness,
gain.
living like God said live, with contentment. In other words, having a mindset where I'm not worried about all this stuff. Whatever God gives to me, whatever God does for me, I'm content with it. I'm satisfied. The old saints you sing that song, anyway you bless me, Lord, I'll be satisfied. What happened to those things? Now we're at a point where if we're not getting bigger stuff, if we're not getting more stuff, then we think there's a problem. Something must be wrong with your relationship with God because you're not a millionaire. That's not how God works. Come on.
For we brought nothing into this world.
Here's why. You didn't bring nothing here. When you were born, you were naked. I don't care if your mom and daddy was a billionaire when you were born. When you came in here, you didn't have nothing. Not a thing. Come on.
And it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Guaranteed. Well, look how simple this is making it. It's guaranteed. When you came here, you came with nothing. And when you leave here, you're going to leave with nothing. So why in the world am I asking the fool trying to get all this stuff and be all greedy and talk about other folks and misuse other folks to get a bunch of stuff just to leave it anyway? It doesn't make sense. He said, godliness with contentment. That's your game. That's when you're improving right there. That's when you're getting more. So he said, now, you ain't going to take nothing with you? Nothing. Nothing. The old saying is, you've never seen a hearse with a hitch on. They're not going to put anything in your grave but you. That's it. Come on.
And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Woo! Rewind that again. And having what?
Food and raiment.
And a big old house.
Food and raiment.
And a fancy car.
Food and raiment.
And 3-piece suits.
Food and raiment.
And diamonds on my finger.
Food and raiment.
And a big necklace around my neck.
Food and raiment.
If you have food and raiment, if God bless you with some food and some clothes, you ought to be as happy as can be. Look at what he's saying here. He's letting us know our mindset has to change. Greed has crept into the church. Greed has crept into our world. And we're at a point now where all we do is try to get more. Try to get more of everything but the Lord. Come on, Bishop, what you got?
I believe these materialistic people know that they ain't got no mind to go to heaven. So I'm going to get while the getting is good while I'm down here in this world and impress the peoples in this world. Mm-hmm. And that's why.
Well, I'm not sure why people think that, but one of my and I don't like to take my own opinions and put them in Bible study, but I think one of the issues is so many people feel like stuff makes us better. So I think some of us think that if we have a lot of stuff, that makes us better than someone else that doesn't have as much stuff as us. But the old saying is, man makes the clothes don't make the man. You know, so we have to understand that the writer is letting us know we have to be content with what God has given us. And that's the whole thing I told you. Greed is rooted in selfishness and non-contentment. Selfish non-contentment. He said, so I got food in the right now. I should be content. Come on.
But they that
Verse 9.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
There it is. See, so if you get to the point where you want to be rich and always want more stuff, you got to be careful. Now, this not saying that it's a problem because you have finances. But it says you got to be careful because you will fall into a snare. Come on.
And into many temptations.
And many temptations. Come on.
No. And into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
When you want to be rich,
I see why he said
it's hard to get to heaven with a rich man. That's what he said. He didn't say you couldn't. He said it'd be hard. If you want to be rich and you understand want more stuff, you got to be careful because you'll get pulled into a lot of other stuff. You'll get pulled into a lot of more issues, a lot of more tempting.
Yeah, more temptations.
More temptations.
Oh, you got money to buy.
You got way more temptations. He said, so be careful there. It would drown you. It would drown you. Come on.
For the love of money is the root.
Oh, for the what?
Love of money.
For the love of money. So many times, people lied on money. Yeah. People lie on money so much. And it makes me feel sad because people always talk about money. Look, money is the root of all evil. Yeah. But this here says what?
The
love of money is the what?
Root of all evil.
Hold right there. I want you to hold right there. Park your finger in there. Go to Ecclesiastes. Hold right there for a second. I want you to go to Ecclesiastes 10. I want to jump in there and let you see. See, now, God said the love of money is the root of the evil. We sit up and lie on money and say money's the problem. Money ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. If you think your money is so evil, bring it to me. I'll show you.
It may have done something wrong like that.
It's the love of it. A $20 bill ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. A $100 bill ain't never done wrong to nobody. A dollar bill hasn't done anything wrong to anybody. But when somebody loves, let's go to Ecclesiastes 10. Just put a pin there. And I want to show you. Ecclesiastes 10.
No.
And let's look at verse 19. Ecclesiastes 10, I want to look at verse 19. And we're going to look at the B portion of that. We can start at verse 19. You know, we're going to start at the first of it. Ecclesiastes 10, 19. We're just going to pause. I want to show you that money is not an issue. Come on.
A feast is made for laughter.
It's good to have a feast so you can laugh.
And wine maketh merry.
And we already know you drink some wine, no matter what you're going through. It just calms you down. As one guy told me, it just takes the edge off. I'm all right because I drank me a little wine, all right? Yeah, but watch this part I want to get to. Come on.
But money answereth all things.
Money answered all things. See, so money is not the problem. Money can respond to a lot of different issues. Money will help you in a lot of different ways. So don't lie on the money. It's when you love money. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back to Timothy now. I just want to make sure you understand that. So don't go around lying on money about how money is the root of all evil. Now, the love of it. Money answered everything. How you pay your bills? Money. How you get your TV, your cable going? Money.
How you keep warm?
How you keep warm? Money. How you keep your wife? Money. All right, so look what he said there. He said money answers all matters. Now let's go back to 1 Timothy 6, and let's go right back to that verse and let's see what we got there. Come on.
For the love of money.
The love of money
Root of all
is the root of all evil. All right, come on.
Which while some coveted after.
Some coveted after. Since they love money so much, they start being covetous. Come on.
They have eared from the faith.
I love money so much, I done got off faith. I done steered to another way now. If you love money too much, money will make you do some stuff you never thought you'd do. It'll make you err from the faith. Money will make you lead the Lord. And I'm going to show you that later on in the lesson. Money will make you forget about what God says because you love it. Because you love it. If you keep money in its proper place, no problem.
No problem.
Come on, but I'm too greedy. I got to have more. Come on.
And pierce themselves through with many sorrows.
Money causes you to have more problems than you should have. Come on. You got that? So we understand this. The love of money is the root of evil, and it will cause us issues. Now, what happens here is our mentality gets us to a point where we never have enough. That's what that greed is. We never have enough. And then when we never have enough, therefore, our needs are not our wants. I want my wants to be my needs. Okay? See, it's now because I want this, and my wants are now my needs. And that's when you have a problem there. Let's go to Philippians 4. Let's go to Philippians 4. Those that just come with this with greed, rooted in selfishness and non-content. Philippians, the 4th chapter. I gotta have more. I gotta have more. Philippians 4. And let's start at verse 10. Philippians 4, we'll start at verse 10. Come on.
But I rejoice in the Lord greatly.
I know he'd already said to think of pure days and potter. He said, I'm rejoicing in the Lord greatly. Come on.
That now, at the last of your care of me has flourished again, wherein ye were also careful, but ye lacked opportunity.
Paul saying now, I'm so appreciative. I rejoice in the Lord that you all want to look out for me and help take care of me, and you had sympathy for me. You're just going to get a chance this time. Come on.
Not that I speak in respect of.
Not that I want anything. In other words, man, don't get this to the point. Don't get this twisted. I'm telling y'all about y'all had an opportunity to give to me, but I'm not saying this because I want something. I'm not saying it because I want some money. Come on.
In whatsoever state I am.
Because this is what I've learned. Come on, whatever state I'm in.
There will to be content.
I'm content. I'm content. And every child of God should grow to a point where we get content. We have to learn content. We have to learn to say, okay, God, you gave me this. Okay, I'm all right. God, this way you play me, I'm all right. Some of us always get there trying to grab because we never get content with what God is doing in our life. We're so busy for the next blessing that we don't thank God for the blessing he's already given us. Sometimes you got to press pause and say, Lord, I thank you for what you already did. I'm not looking for anything new. I'm thanking for what you've already done in my life. And that's why we operate the spirit of greed, because we study and want more. We never get content. He said, now, I'm content. Come on, I want to read this next part. Go to verse 12.
I know both how to be abased.
I can be low.
And I know how to abound. I
can be flying out. Come on.
Everywhere and in all things, I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry. Both to abound and to suffer need.
He said, I'm at a point now where however I am, I can handle it. I'm content with it. Come on.
I can do all things through Christ which strengthens.
That's the key to that verse now. We take that verse by itself and say, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. What Paul was letting us know is, when I got Christ in my life, I can be content however I am. Christ gives me the strength to be able to handle. Christ gives me the strength to be able to handle seeing you blessed and I'm still in the same car. Christ gives me the strength to be able to handle if I'm going through a bad or if I'm on the mountain top. Christ gives me the strength to do all that. Christ gives me the strength to be content with my situation and my circumstance. I ain't got to be one no more. Christ gives me the strength. You got that. Contentment. Hebrews 13.
And you ain't trying to keep up with nobody else.
I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Jenkins or the Jacksons or the Johnsons or nobody else. I'm trying to keep up with Jesus. That's all. He said, I'm content. Hebrews 13. I hope we get this. Read. And we work on this contentment component first. Hebrews 13. And let's look at verse 5. Hebrews 13 and verse 5. And a lot of us have quoted this verse several times the B portion, but we never look at the A portion of this verse. And the A portion is dynamite. Come on, let's look at that. Hebrews 13 and verse 5.
Let your conversation be without covenant.
We should ever get to the point where we start talking about covenant. I want those hair. I want more. I gotta have this. Come on. He said, now your conversation should be the right type of conversation. Come on.
And be content with such things as we have.
Whatever you have, be content with it. Boy, this is heavy duty. Our mindset has to change. In order to not be greedy and live in greed, operate in greed, we have to have the right mindset. He said, I got to get to the point where I need to be. I'm good. We got to outdo each other. And greed has us doing that. Outdo each other. Hating on other folks. Talking about other folks. Trying to destroy the folks. All because of greed. We want what they have. Come on.
For he has said,
why is my conversation be like it needs to be? Why can I be content? Here's why I can be content. Come on.
I will never leave thee.
Because the Lord said he'll never leave me. I'm rich. I'm covered. Whatever I need, he'll supply. So why am I being greedy? Because my mindset is now focused on being content with what God has done for me and what God has given me. We have to get to the point where we have contentment in our lives. Y'all working with me? All right, good. Now, let's go to Ecclesiastes 5. Let's work back some more. Let's keep working on this greed. The D unit. Greed. Ecclesiastes 5. He said, now, I need to be content. I need to get to the point where whatever God has given me, I'm satisfied with it. I'm happy about it. I thank God for it. I rejoice in it. Now let's see what Ecclesiastes 5 tells us. Ecclesiastes 5, let's look at verse 9.
Professor.
Yes, sir.
Achan, he lost everything, his family, his children, his wife, all his goods that he had stolen, we already had by being greedy. By being greedy. Not only did he lose everything and get killed, Bishop was referring to Achan when they were fighting those battles with Joshua. What actually occurred there, remember, they had the battle and they were supposed to get rid of everything. And he saw those garments, how good they looked. So I think I look good in this. And he went and hid it. And not only did he cause problem with his family, he caused problem with the whole nation because they lost wars. They lost a battle because he had touched the accursed thing. In other words, he's so greedy instead of just doing what God told him. I told you earlier, being greedy will have you going against what God said. That's what happened there. And that's a good point there, Bishop. I'm glad you brought that down. Messed up the whole nation and his family. Ecclesiastes 5. And let's start at verse 9. Greed will mess you up. Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 9. Mess up the whole country. The whole world. Come on. 5 and 9. Let's see what we got.
Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all.
Oh, the first one he said, the profit of the world is for who?
All.
Not just for the rich people. And that's a problem you have with the world today in America. They say America is the richest country in the entire world. Well, how is it that we have so much poverty in the richest country in the world? How is it that we have so much homelessness in the richest country in the world? Because somebody hadn't read, well, the profit of the world is for everybody.
Yes.
It's for everybody. God put enough on this earth for everybody. But somebody is so greedy that they want everything for them and their families. Nobody else. As long as me and mine eat, we good. But it's enough for everybody. And you think about this. Okay, yes, the king may be the one that owns the fields, but it takes the people under him to work to get it where it needs to be, to do the work. So everybody ought to eat. Everybody should be, the world has enough goods to take care of everybody, but we have to stop being greedy. We have to get to the point where we have the heart of God and we want everybody to be successful, not just me and mine. Come on.
He that loveth silver should not be
Now watch this. If you love silver, what is that?
Shall not be satisfied.
It ain't gonna satisfy you. You can get as much as you want. It ain't gonna satisfy you. Come on.
Nor he that loveth abundance.
If you love getting more, it ain't gonna satisfy you. The more stuff you get, the more you want. And you're steady chasing. You will die chasing. You will die trying to get more. And you still won't be satisfied. So, in other words, greed to have me steady chasing. Steady chasing. Steady chasing. Some people say we get to the point where we lose our health trying to get wealth. And then we have to spend our wealth trying to regain our health. Instead of trying to get, instead of just being content. Because God has given us and the best He's given us. Come on, what's the next part he said?
This is also vanity. It's
vanity in a way. It don't matter how much you get, it's all vanity. Because remember, we just said it over in Timothy, you're going to leave it anyway. Don't matter how much you get, you're going to leave it anyway. We got this. So let's look how greed actually works with us. And when I studied this lesson, I was looking at a report that said people that have more, they always want more and feel like they should have more than everyone else. It does something with our psyche to a point where we think we're better than somebody else if we have more than somebody else. In other words, Satan uses things and stuff to help us act in fool with other people. That's all that study. People that drove fancier cars, they would break the law more. They would speed more. They would run a stop sign more because they feel like, I got more stuff, so I can do this. And sadly, stuff makes a fool out of us. But that's hard. You can research it yourself if you want to. Proverbs 15. Proverbs 15. Let's look at Proverbs. Digging in greed. Proverbs 15. And let's look at verse 27. Proverbs 15 and verse 27. Talk to me. Proverbs 15 and verse 27.
He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house.
When someone is greedy, you do more harm in your own house than your other house. Greed will have you cause a problem at your house. Think about this. If I steady want more money, steady want more, that greed will have me not spending enough time with my family, not paying attention to all that greed. It causes trouble in your own home. Y'all got this. Come on.
But he that hated gifts shall live.
He that what?
Hated gifts shall live.
Now, when the Bible talks about hated gifts there, it actually refers to those that hated bribes and try to get money to yield gain away. But they definitely referring to. So it said, now, if by chance, if you want to do something right away, you should leave. So don't be greedy. You cause trouble in your own house. Not anyone else's house. Your house. So if you're looking at somebody else's house to see what they got and what they have, you cause trouble in your house because you don't know how they got it. And you sitting there stressing out, wear yourself together. I got to get what they got. I got to get this. I got to get this. I got to get better than them. And you stressing out. Instead of looking at your own self and saying, Lord, thank you for what you've done for me. Thank you for what you've given me. Greed. Come on, Proverbs 1. Let's go to Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1. I hope we get this. When God starts giving me these Jesus, I said, Lord, thank you, because we need this. All of us, whether we admit it or not, we need these lessons. We need these lessons. Proverbs 1. And we're going to start at verse 10. We're going to start at 10. We're going to take it slow. And we may walk this out to the last. We may let this be the last one. We'll see. Maybe a few minutes to go offline and cook some dinner. Proverbs 1 and verse 10. All right. Talk to me.
My son,
all right.
If sinners entice thee, consider thou not.
First thing he said here. He said, now, if someone that you know ain't no good, that did not live for Christ, trying to get you to go along with them, the first thing you do is don't do it. How many times do we go along with people that we know are going to do wrong and we still go along with them? How many times do we go along with things we know is wrong and we still go along with it? We listen to stuff, but we still say, man, we ain't going to talk about that right now. We go along with things one of the issues that we have in our lives is a lot of us, my daddy say, boy, don't ever go along to get along. And a lot of us, that's what we do. We go along to get along. If someone is doing wrong, you shouldn't want to be along with them anyway. You shouldn't want to get along with them. So we have to make sure, in this case, he's saying, don't you dare. If they say, come on with me to do this. Come on. No, we ain't going to do that. I'm not going to agree with that. Come on.
If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
Let's go scheme and connive and try to hurt somebody. Come on.
Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause.
Let's go lay some traps for somebody. Let's go and try to mess them up, mess their life up. If you're someone that call yourself a child of God and someone is trying to get you to do that, you have no way to do it. I know somebody saying, what they got to do with greed? You don't get the greed. But this just shows, I told you, greed and people that have that greed for spirit, they'll end up doing a lot of other things as well. Come on. He said, don't go along with that. Folks ain't done a thing, and you trying to hurt them and tear them down. Come on.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave.
Let's eat them alive. Let's kill them. Come on.
And whole as those that go down into the pit.
People are trying to destroy other people. Innocent people that have done no wrong. Come on.
We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
Now, in other words, he said, now, here what we're going to do. We're going to mess over them and get all their stuff. Greed. Greed would have you trying to destroy people because you want what they got. Because you want more. I want his wife, so I'm going to tell her this. I want her husband, so I'm going to do this. We'll destroy people's lives all because we're greedy. And we got ourselves. If you already got, be content. Y'all with this? Come on, let's work. Come on, work.
Cast ye thy lot among us.
Come on, join us. Come on.
Let us all have one purse.
We're going to put all our stuff together. We're going to combine our forces. And that's what we got to learn. When people don't care much for you, and others don't care much for you, they say, well, we got a common enemy, so we'll join forces against our common enemy. And it's sad that so many of us will go along with people to do wrong and join and get that crew together to do wrong, and we know it's wrong in the first place, but we say we love God. And all because we're trying to get more for ourselves. It shouldn't be. Come on.
My son,
walk
not thou in the way with them.
Don't be with them.
Refrain thy foot from their path.
Don't be with them. You shouldn't have no business with anybody that's trying to do things the wrong way. Evil association. Don't even go on their path. If they go left, I'm going right. If they go right, I'm going left. If they go into the ball game, I'm going to the ball game. In other words, he's saying, don't be around. Come on.
For their feet run to evil.
They always got something evil going on. Come on.
Make haste to shed blood.
Always trying to tell somebody now. Come on.
Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
Come on.
And they lay wait for their own blood.
Oh, he said now, here's what they're doing. They set these traps to try to get over on somebody, get their stuff. But he said now, here's what you gotta watch. They actually set the trap for their own selves. Do y'all see that? He said now, they really set a trap for their own life. In other words, they're trying to destroy somebody else, but they're gonna destroy themselves. The old folks said this. The old folks said, if you dig one ditch, y'all don't know what old folks said. They say, if you dig one ditch, you better dig two. Because the first one you're digging, it just might be for you. Dangerous of trying to hurt other people to get what they have. Come on.
They lurk privately for their own lives.
Yes, ma'am. Keep going.
So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain.
See that? Look what he said. Everybody that's greedy. I told you, greed will take you somewhere you don't want to go. Greed will have you doing all these type of things we just read those verses earlier. Greed will have you trying to destroy people, lie on people, dig ditches for people, trying to shed innocent blood, trying to get up a group of folks to destroy people. Greed will have you